Hello ladies and gentlemen, Keaton here with the Tengu Drop Recap for the week of April 5th, 2015. Gonna be running down everything that we released on the channel this week, so if you happen to miss out on all our content this week, you missed out on quite a bit of stuff. So let's start with Monday. On Monday, started off with a brand new game from Lamplight Studios called A Pixel Story, a very narrative-driven platformer about a pixel who gains hands, feet, and a body. No limbs, by the way. And you go through the different generations of pixel art. Well, at least that's what the game seems to suggest. And on Monday, Joe also did more Mini Metro. He looked at the update number 19, which added interchangeable tracks to the game. And he checked out the London map with said interchangeable tracks activated and had himself a good old Metro time. On Tuesday, I returned to The Binding of Isaac after a slight break, not only from recording it, but from also playing it, and it turned into an Azazel run, and it was a partial speed run by accident. On Wednesday, Joe took a look at the Escapist's map editor. That's right, instead of escaping from a prison like you normally would expect him to, he built his own prison to possibly escape from in the future. I guess this kind of makes Joe Sylvester Stallone, for anyone remembers that movie. On Wednesday, we also did more Payday 2, our first overkill victory on the 4 stores map. We went through Loud, which means that we didn't do any kind of stealth at all, and then we went through it strictly with stealth, a little less exciting, but on overkill, partly an exploit, maybe depending on how you look at the mechanics for that game. On Thursday, it was Nuclear Throne one-shot time, and as seems to be the tradition with my Nuclear Throne one-shot videos these days, I unfortunately met my demise between a lot of bullet spam and cars that would blow up from said bullet spam. So either way, RNG once again continues to be the biggest buzzkill in all history. On Thursday, I also looked at a Wizard's Lizard quote-unquote Binding of Isaac ripoff. I would say it's much more of a Legend of Zelda ripoff if Legend of Zelda was nothing but dungeons. You know, you went from one dungeon to another dungeon, but I can see the comparisons people make. On Friday, we looked at the 7 Days to Die Alpha 11 update, the quote-unquote Annihilation update, and as some of the jokes would suggest, the Annihilation was to everybody's PCs because that thing just doesn't run well on any system, including a beefy system such as my own. But nonetheless, we look at the Blunderbuss, the bow and arrow, and we re-explore Neves Gain, although you wouldn't probably be able to tell because there's so many newfangled doohickeys and bells and whistles that it's pretty much like playing a whole new game. Just wish it ran better. On Saturday, we returned to the Stalker with a pool of what could only be imagined to be some disgusting sewage, maybe some poo water, don't know, don't really want to know really, but it's a hidden monster, 3 Combine trying to kill said monster in a small enclosed space with poo water at the bottom. What more could you ask for? I don't know. And that's about the week in Tengu Drop videos. As always, if you missed anything that we released this week on the channel, everything that we released is in the description below, including all the other videos that we did. We did a couple of update videos this week. We covered a couple of April Fool's pranks, so they're all there in the description for you to click at your leisure and convenience. In terms of things you can expect on the channel in the coming week, if it's not already been released, I will do my best to get the Minecraft video that I teased a couple of weeks ago on the channel either this week or next week, but that is coming at some point. As teased in this past week's Payday 2 video, we have another Payday 2 video coming this coming week, and you can expect a multiplayer video from Joe and I where we took a look at a game that we thought would be extremely bad, and we actually kind of had fun with it, which was a very interesting surprise. So that and possibly more to look forward to if plans work out. a lot of things to look forward to this coming week. So again, if you've missed anything this week, be sure to catch up and get ready for next week for more fun content. And to those who have watched, liked, favorited, and shared our videos for the week, thank you very much for your support. We always appreciate it. And hello to all the new subscribers for the week. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. And until next week, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys then for another Tengu Drop Recap. Bye!